Think you know Memphis? Think again. These 15 neighborhoods will change the way you see the city forever. From alarming crime rates to shocking real-life stories, we reveal the places you should avoid at all costs. Keep watching to uncover the dark side of Memphis, Tennessee. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell icon so you never miss out on our latest updates. Today, we're diving deep into the underbelly of Memphis, Tennessee. From the River City's vibrant music scene to its rich cultural history, Memphis has a lot to offer. But behind the bright lights and soulful tunes lies a darker, more dangerous reality. Join us as we explore the top 15 most dangerous areas in Memphis. Stick around until the end for some crucial safety tips and surprising facts that you won't want to miss. Memphis, Tennessee, is a city known for its rich musical heritage, vibrant culture, and iconic landmarks like Graceland and Beale Street. However, beneath the surface of this bustling metropolis lies a darker, more sinister reality. The city's charm is overshadowed by a high crime rate that has earned it a notorious reputation. In fact, Memphis consistently ranks among the most dangerous cities in the United States, and certain neighborhoods are so perilous that even longtime residents avoid them. The reasons behind Memphis' high crime rates are complex and multifaceted. Economic disparity plays a significant role, with large portions of the population living below the poverty line. This economic strain fosters environments where crime can flourish. Additionally, gang activity is rampant, with various gangs vying for control of different territories, often leading to violent confrontations. Drug trafficking is another major issue, fueling much of the violent crime and adding to the city's already significant challenges. Law enforcement in Memphis faces an uphill battle. The Memphis Police Department is often stretched thin, dealing with an overwhelming number of criminal incidents daily. This strain on resources means that some crimes go unreported and unresolved, further emboldening criminals. Community efforts to curb violence and improve safety, while commendable, often fall short against the sheer volume of crime plaguing the city. Before we dive into the specific neighborhoods, let's set the stage with some alarming statistics. Memphis has a violent crime rate nearly 4 times the national average. In 2023 alone, the city recorded over 300 homicides, a chilling reminder of the daily dangers faced by its residents. Property crimes, including burglary and auto theft, are also rampant, leaving many to live in constant fear of being the next victim. So, what makes these neighborhoods particularly dangerous? It's not just the crime statistics but the real-life stories of residents who live in these war zones. Imagine hearing gunshots as a nightly soundtrack, seeing police tape marking yet another crime scene, and fearing for your life every time you step outside. This is the reality for many living in these areas. And the most shocking part? Some of these neighborhoods are just a short distance from Memphis' most famous tourist attractions, where visitors remain blissfully unaware of the danger lurking nearby. Now, let's delve into the top 15 most dangerous areas in Memphis, Tennessee, each with its own harrowing tale of crime, violence, and survival. Brace yourself for a journey into the dark heart of the city, where safety is a luxury and danger is an everyday occurrence. 1. Frasier, a neighborhood nestled in North Memphis, is often described as a war zone. Residents here live in a constant state of fear, with gunshots echoing through the night and police sirens becoming a regular lullaby. The streets are plagued by gang violence, rampant drug activity, and a staggering number of burglaries. Even broad daylight offers no sanctuary, as brazen daylight robberies and assaults are all too common. The community's efforts to reclaim their neighborhood seem like a losing battle against the rising tide of crime and despair. It's not just a neighborhood. It's a battlefield where safety is a luxury few can afford. 2. Orange Mound. Once a beacon of African American culture and pride, Orange Mound now struggles under the weight of systemic neglect and escalating crime. Gang wars and drug trafficking have turned this historic neighborhood into a danger zone where violence is an everyday occurrence. Schools are often on lockdown, and parents fear for their children's safety just walking to and from home. The sense of community that once defined Orange Mound has been eroded by fear and mistrust, as residents barricade themselves indoors to avoid becoming the next victim of the relentless crime wave. 3. Binghamton's transformation from a thriving community to a crime-ridden area is a tragic tale of urban decay. This neighborhood, marked by dilapidated buildings and abandoned homes, has become a hotspot for violent crime and illegal drug activity. Shootings, stabbings, and robberies are part of the daily narrative here, leaving residents to navigate a minefield of danger with every step. The once bustling streets are now haunted by the shadows of gang members and drug dealers, making Binghamton one of the most perilous places in Memphis. 4. South Memphis. The historic district of South Memphis, known for its cultural significance, is now infamous for its alarming crime rates. Gang violence, drive-by shootings, and rampant drug use have turned this area into a danger zone. Despite efforts to revitalize Soulsville and other cultural landmarks, the neighborhood remains a hotbed of criminal activity. Residents live in constant fear, with many unwilling to venture out after dark. The contrast between South Memphis' rich history and its current state of chaos is both shocking and heartbreaking. 5. Whitehaven, home to the iconic Graceland, presents a stark contrast between tourist attractions and the perilous reality faced by its residents. Away from the glitz of Elvis Presley's mansion, the neighborhood is marred by high crime rates, particularly violent crimes such as assault and robbery. The presence of gangs and drug trafficking operations only adds to the sense of insecurity. For many living in Whitehaven, the daily threat of becoming a victim of crime overshadows the neighborhood's cultural significance. 6. Raleigh. In Raleigh, the northern Memphis neighborhood, violence and crime have become alarmingly normalized. The area sees frequent reports of shootings, robberies, and drug-related crimes, making it one of the city's most dangerous places to live. The pervasive sense of fear forces residents to adopt extreme measures to ensure their safety, from installing heavy-duty security systems to forming neighborhood watch groups. Despite community efforts, Raleigh remains a hotspot of criminal activity, where the risk of encountering danger is ever present. 7. South Parkway East. South Parkway East is notorious for its high crime rates, particularly violent crimes. Residents here are all too familiar with the sound of gunfire and the sight of police tape marking yet another crime scene. The area's struggles with gang activity and drug-related violence have made it a hazardous place to live. Walking the streets after dark is considered a risky endeavor, and even daylight offers little reprieve. The constant threat of violence has cast a long shadow over the lives of those who call South Parkway East home. 8. Beale Grove. Beale Grove, a neighborhood fraught with gang violence and economic hardship, paints a grim picture of life in Memphis. The streets are ruled by gangs, and violent confrontations are a common occurrence. Drug dealing and usage are rampant, further fueling the cycle of crime and poverty. Residents live in a perpetual state of alert, knowing that danger lurks around every corner. The community's efforts to reclaim their neighborhood are often overshadowed by the overwhelming presence of crime, making Beale Grove a perilous place to reside. 9. Mmore Avenue. Mmore Avenue, once a bustling thoroughfare, is now synonymous with violent crime and lawlessness. This neighborhood has one of the highest rates of assaults and homicides in Memphis, making it a veritable danger zone. The constant presence of gang activity and drug trafficking has turned Mmore Avenue into a battleground where residents fear for their lives daily. The area's decline into violence and chaos stands in stark contrast to its past vibrancy, making it a somber reminder of the pervasive crime issues in Memphis. 10. Calia Heights. Calia Heights has seen a disturbing rise in both property and violent crimes, transforming it into one of Memphis's most dangerous neighborhoods. The area is plagued by burglaries, assaults, and gang-related activities, creating an environment of fear and insecurity. Residents often find themselves caught in the crossfire of gang conflicts, and the local police are stretched thin trying to maintain order. The community's struggle against the tide of crime highlights the severe challenges facing Calia Heights. 11. Smoky City. Smoky City, with its evocative name, is shrouded in the smoke of constant violence and crime. This neighborhood is a hotspot for shootings, drug dealings, and gang violence, making it one of the most feared areas in Memphis. The pervasive sense of danger forces residents to take extraordinary precautions just to survive. The lack of economic opportunities and persistent poverty only exacerbate the crime situation, trapping Smoky City in a vicious cycle of violence and despair. 12. New Chicago. Despite its hopeful name, New Chicago is far from a safe haven. This neighborhood is riddled with violent crime, including shootings and assaults, driven largely by gang activity and drug trafficking. The streets are often empty as residents fear venturing outside, especially after dark. The local community's efforts to combat crime are often overshadowed by the overwhelming presence of violence, making New Chicago one of the most dangerous places to live in Memphis. 13. North Memphis. North Memphis encompasses several neighborhoods, each grappling with its own set of crime and safety issues. The area is a known hotspot for violent crimes, including gang violence and drug-related activities. Residents live in constant fear, and the sound of gunshots is an all-too-familiar background noise. Despite various community initiatives to improve safety, North Memphis remains a perilous part of the city where crime and danger are ever present. 14. East Memphis. East Memphis presents a mixed picture, with certain areas being relatively safe while others are rife with crime. The more dangerous parts of East Memphis are characterized by frequent burglaries, assaults, and occasional violent confrontations. The presence of gangs and drug activity further exacerbates the situation, creating pockets of danger within the neighborhood. For many residents, the fear of crime casts a long shadow over daily life, making East Memphis a complex and often risky place to live. 15. Hollywood. Hollywood in North Memphis is far removed from its glamorous namesake. This neighborhood is plagued by gang violence, drug trafficking, and a high incidence of violent crimes. Shootings and robberies are common, and residents live in a state of constant vigilance. The pervasive sense of danger makes Hollywood one of the most hazardous neighborhoods in Memphis, where the threat of violence looms large and safety is a constant concern. So there you have it, the top 15 most dangerous areas in Memphis, Tennessee. Whether you're a resident or planning to visit, being aware of these neighborhoods can help you stay safe. Remember, knowledge is power. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and leave a comment below with your thoughts or experiences. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more in-depth looks at the places you thought you knew. Stay safe, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video.